Hi guys, welcome back to the channel for today's upload. Unfortunately, I didn't upload during the weekend. I took this time off with the family and I didn't even get time to complete my weekend league game. So I was basically 15-1 and I just did not play anymore. So what happens is that we start with the transfer list to begin with. I did clear all the trades that I made on Friday. So basically, I got out of all the FUT birthdays that I had, St. Maximin, Rashford, all of those fresh ones. I also sold a Tamori, and I had a lot of trades going on. I made lots of coins, and fortunately for me, the party bag SBC was then announced. It was into the codes and the market dropped furthermore. So I was out on them and I had a bunch of coins which I took advantage of investing once more. So let's begin with Stoichkov. So basically, Stoichkov, I bought him for my team. I had bought him at 1.78, so this is basically a tax loss. But it's pretty much good because I did not finish my game, so I told myself, why just keep it? Let's just go ahead and take the coins on him. Sol Campbell, I showed on Friday's upload. I had two, one for my team and one was in my transfer list. One was bought at 1.2, the other one was bought at 1.23. The 1.23 sold, which I had to clear. It sold at 1.315, and this one that was bought at 1.2 was sold at 1.309, which is basically, I think, around 50-60k profit, which I'm happy with. No, it's a bit less, right? It's around 30 or 40k if I'm not mistaken. So Korea, I had a bunch of Koreas in my transfer list, which you guys know I was fully invested into that card. And unfortunately, I took a decision when the FUT birthdays were back into packs. I told myself that this is a very packable card and let's just go ahead and take the coins. So I sold them off for cheap. Some of them sold a bit more expensive, but once again, I did want to get out of this card, and now at the moment he's going up a bit, but with the coins, which was around 800k, I did take advantage of making some more coins, so that's okay in my opinion. I had bought four Sarabias as investments at around 26. I saw him go up at 32 and 33, so I just took the coins on him. Here's a Gaita, which was bought at around 14k. He lazy sold. Same goes for Pepe Reina. I do have a lot more in my transfer list. I had this guy whom I had bought at discard at 10.5 in my club, so I took the coins at 20. This is a double. Those are just some fodders that I had. Currently, a lot of fodders are even higher than what they were. Like this Godin, I do think I saw him at around 65, but I took the coins on my fodders. I made a lot of coins on them. Here are a bit more. Netto's almost max price. There's also non-rares, which whenever a challenge drops, do have a look. A lot of non-rares are selling for crazy prices, so I'm just going to clear those trades up. And those are the cards that I was left with on Friday, which then dropped furthermore. So I bought this Douglas Costa here, 552, 570, and 558. Those were old investments. The Costa is pretty good, 206, 199, and 203. There's another one at 208. I had a pair of Lozanos that were still there in my transfer list when they came back into packs. Cancelo at 180. I'm still holding him. He was up at 240 at some point, which I did not take the coins, and then he ended up dropping all the way down to 200. Egestein, I had a ton of him, around 15. I took the coins at 45. At the moment, he's back up to 50, but that's okay. Same issue as Korea. I do think this card has a lot of supply. Even at the moment, as they're going higher, is because they're going out of packs, and a lot of people are investing into them because they're cheap. And people that have around 500-600k, they do like going for cheaper cards, which I'm not interested. I'm just holding two, which were there, which I was lazy listing. I'm still lazy listing them, which is okay. Lucas Moura, I took the coins. I had around 8 of him. 2 were left because those ones were bought for more expensive. He's coming back up, so that's pretty good. Paulo Lopez, still holding them. Rafa, I have quite a few. Gaita, De Boer, Debucci, Mount. Hubner, which is currently up. I was buying him at discard, which I also spoke about in the video, that this is a very good investment. At the moment, he's around 14k. I'm still holding him. I do think there's possibility we see this card jumping up to around 2022 at some point. Now, what I did with my coins, I picked up a Hazard at 1.34. He did drop after that all the way down to 1.3, but I was a bit early on that trade, which is okay because as long as I think he's going to go above 1.34, I don't care how much lower it goes because I think that it's going to go higher. So at some point, I'm just buying it early, but I do know I'm going to make coins on it. And once again, if you guys look at the trend here, all of the cards which I'm buying are fresh. So that's a fresh one. I do think I can get a premium on him. De Bruyne, I've spoken about this card a few times. On Mondays, he drops all the way down to around 240, 245. On the weekend, it sells like hotcake at 270 up to 280. So once again, I'm holding those for weekend league rewards day. I bought a Heung-min Son at 1.285. I don't know if that was a good decision, but once again, it was the only fresh one on the market which was listed at fair value. So I went ahead and bought it. And I do think at some point, if not this upcoming week, then maybe the week after that, it's going to be rare to find a Heung-min Son which is fresh. It's already very difficult finding, but he's still in packs. Once he's going to go out of packs, it's going to be very difficult getting him fresh. So I do think I can get a premium. De Bruyne's, which were the 95, the team of the week moments. The last one I sold at 990 just because it was fresh. So almost 100k premium because it was fresh. Rashford, I bought way too early. I did think he was going to rebound. Now I'm kind of regretting this because I could have gotten him for maybe 100k cheaper. Or at least 60, 70k cheaper. But once again, it's fresh. I do think at some point he's going to go right back up to 1.65. A Douglas Costa, which I bought here at 493, which is looking really good at the moment. He's around 550, so there's some good profit there. I bought another Cancelo at 200. I bought a bunch of Lozanos at 91 up to 93. At the moment, he's around 100k. I do expect this card to go up at around 130 on rewards day. So let's see if that happens. Here's a pair of Lozanos, some more that I bought at 92 and 93. I bought another Cancelo at 207, which was a bit early. This one I paid 1k more at 208. Now, Cancelo does not need a shadow. Anchor is better for him. But there's always going to be people paying a premium because it has a shadow. So I just went ahead and bought it. Lamar, I bought at 111. He's currently around 120. Here's another Lozano at 93. And I bought a Danny DaCosta at 191. Unfortunately, I did not have like those cards which I bought here, which are not listed, is to show it to you guys before I list them. This is around 6.5 mil. I wish I had more coins to buy some more DaCosta. At 190, it was a discount. So once again, my coins are all stuck into my team, which I'm still holding because I really, really appreciate playing with them. Guys, if you guys need a goalkeeper, think about Van der Sar. Van der Sar is insanely good. He has saved me this weekend. It's basically the best keeper I've used this year. I did complete the Pope SBC. I lost my first weekend league game because of Pope. Pope is literally garbage. I would not touch this card anymore. It's there in my club. I'm gonna use as a fodder at some point. So what I did with the party bag SBC, I packed a Havertz and I packed a Renan Lodi from Future Stars. I also bought a Pogba way too early at 2.45. I do think he's gonna rebound, but I bought him way too early. At that time, he was selling at around 2.5. And I bought an Mbappe at 5.44, which I do think at the moment he must be higher. Every FUT Birthday has gone higher. Wow, this guy may get a good deal. So I do think he's a bit higher, and I really, really think this card will be around 6 mil minimum by next week. So once again, I am going to hold on to him for a while. He's ridiculously good, and then I'm going to sell him with some profit if possible. So this is what I did with my coins. I did not have all that much. Now, I did want to speak about one thing which I've been doing recently, which I really want to share with you guys. You guys should look into the CONMEBOL SBC. Now, once again, they're very underrated at the moment. Those cards, the CONMEBOL special cards have been selling for very cheap recently, and the packs back, like for example, this rare silvers pack, rare silver players pack. I want to give you guys an example here because I kept one to show it to you guys. Recently, I've been opening those packs, and I do think EA has upped the odds of packing League SBC players from those packs. And I got a pack that was worth around 70k, with the Paderborn players and Union Berlin and all those rare players that you can't get usually when you open silver packs. So once again, I do think you guys should really look into completing this SBC, because at the end you do get an 88 rated fodder as well. So look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 League SBC players. So all of them will sell. Some sell for more, some sell for cheaper. But at the end of the day, you guys are going to make profit by doing this. It's very rare for me to lose coins by completing those SBCs. Now here's a Hellas Verona player. Look at that. He's worth around 3k. So overall, all of them sell. And some of them really sell for ridiculous prices, and there's a lot of profit to be made from that. I really think you guys should look into it. And League SBCs have been nerfed a bit when it comes to big packs because of the FUT Birthday promo. I do think EA did it on purpose. But once again, have a look at those silver packs. The odds are higher to pack because it's very difficult getting them. Like for example, Bundesliga, I'm struggling because of Paderborn. And Paderborn is worth like 80, 90k to complete. So I do think the odds have been upped. And once again, those packs are OP'd, and you can get quite a lot of them by completing this. And the players sell for very cheap. And I'm sure most of you guys have a ton of those players in your club already. And in terms of the FUT Birthday investing, if you guys are late, if you guys have not started buying, I really think there is a few opportunities still there on the market. A lot of them have rebounded, but basically the cheaper ones are the ones that have rebounded the most. There's a few players which I really like, and I do think you guys can make quite some coins with. I really like Lacazette. I'm also looking for some coins to invest into him. I do think this card definitely goes above 1 mil. A French striker, and if you guys like, I have him on my team. And if you guys have not tried him yet, then you don't know, but this card is very OP'd with the 5-star weak foot, the perfect cam for any kind of Premier League teams. And he has French links, being from the Prem, so that's always valuable, and having the 5-star weak foot is even more valuable. So I do think this card rebounds a ton. Now, if you guys go on the market and look for a card, and let's say there is 6 listings, like right now. So what you want to do here is that you want to have a look and buy, if it's at equal price, always buy the fresh one. Now, have a look here. All of them are used. This is the only fresh one. Now, if you guys get stuck with that investment, trust me, you can always get 20, 30, 40k. Sometimes on expensive cards, you can also get 100k premium just because it is fresh. So I do think this holds a lot of value. If you guys want to invest in FUT Birthday, do have a look at fresh ones. They will always have more value. Now, in terms of the fodders, if you guys bought the fodders with me on, I think that was Thursday or Friday, I can't remember properly, you guys made bank on it. I do think there's another possibility that we get some sort of guaranteed FUT Birthday SBC. Now, I'm not 100% sure about that. It may not happen, but either way, whether it happens or it does not, if you guys see the fodder market coming down, at the moment Bonucci is like 33k, which is still expensive. If you guys see, like for example, up to rewards day, there is like nothing in terms of SBC, and that the fodders drop, I do think you guys have a look and start buying. Even if we don't get content like today for a few days, the fodders may drop. At that time, do have a look. I'm going to keep updating you guys about that. But I do think if you guys see the fodders dropping, then start buying them, because if it's not the FUT Birthday SBC, we're going to get some kind of big time player SBC, because we've seen it with EA. They really want to suck coins off the market. Now, in terms of other FUT Birthday players, which I do think have still room to rise, Douglas Costa, definitely. He's still quite cheap at 550. I was looking at this card. to invest before I buy Heung-min Son. I really think Di Maria is very cheap at the moment as well. At this price, definitely I do think he may rise quite a bit once he's out of packs. Being 5-star, having PSG links, which is huge in my opinion because of Mbappe and Neymar. And I do think this card rises quite a bit, and it has very good stats. Work rates, everything is good on this card. I do think this card can hit 1 mil pretty fast. In terms of other players, if you guys have a lot of coins, then Pogba is another one which I do like. It's a very rare card on the market. And the last one, which I would say may go quite high, will be Theo Hernandez. Now, if I can pull this card. Okay, beautiful. So I do think this card is another card with very high potential. This card has been holding its value very well, even during panic. So it means that there is a lot of demand on this player, and any player that has demand will always rise, right? And not only does he have Serie A links, he has French links, which is just wonderful to have, especially on a fullback. A fullback having French links is always important because there's just so many players that you can link them with. Even center backs, whether it's midfielders or whatsoever. So you can link them. And in terms of left back, I really think this is the best left back from the Serie A, even better than Player Moments Alexandro. The only issue here might be the stam, but once again, you're not buying it to use it, you're buying it to flip it. So we don't really care about that unless you want to buy him for your team. In terms of the other players, I'm looking at them right now. Jene is another player that may rise, but I would not bet all that much on him. Muniain may be another one that really rises. So that is pretty much it regarding FUT Birthday investments. Team of the week is looking good at the moment, but it's a bit inflated. So and there's none of those players that I really like except Heung-min Son. If you guys have the coins, then I do think Heung-min Son is a very good investment. I just want to have a look at his price right now and see if he's currently going up. Okay, so he's around 1.3. Now, if you guys invested with me in Kolasinac, I do think Kolasinac is currently very high. Last time I checked, he was around 21k. I sold at 20 most of them, but I do have a few. I think I have only one left in my club. That's another player that has risen very well out of pack. We bought him at around 13k. So if you guys are still holding, if you guys need coins, then go ahead and sell him. But he may rise a bit more. So that is pretty much it regarding today's upload. This is what I wanted to share with you guys. There's nothing much to really talk about. If you guys have questions, always do let me know in the comment section, and I'm gonna try and answer that on my next video. But that's pretty much it for today. If you guys appreciate it, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.